Hello guys, so today we have Bernd Stöckl, who is co-founder of Palmswap exchange. It's a decentralized protocol for trading of perpetual contracts on Binance Smart Chain. Great to have you here, Bernd.
Yes, great to have you here too, Anna. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here and of course to share our project with your community shortly before we're launching.
So can you share your background with us and how did you get into crypto space?
Yes, for sure. So my name is Bernd. You already introduced me. I'm originally from Austria. I am based in Dubai now, the crypto capital of the world, basically. And yeah, I started my crypto journey in 2015. Bought Bitcoin there around $220 for the first time in summer. And yeah, throughout these 7 years, I participated in a lot of projects as early investor, basically. Was able to fill my bags very early on great projects. And also throughout the space in 2016, I met my two partners that I co-founded Palmswap with, basically. And we started perpetual trading in 2017 when it was introduced by BitMEX. So that is also basically the base that we're bringing in for building this project.
Thank you. So there are as well now a lot of decentralized exchanges on the market, and tell us what's special about Palmswap protocol.
Yes, for sure. So maybe I'm going to roll out a bit on how we got to actually build it and why we actually built it, right? So from 2018 to 2020, we had a company that was basically user follows trader. It was all done via API over BitMEX. And it was a great business. We had tops, I think, 15,000 active customers, and it was great. The only thing was it was very depending on the trader and as well on the market and so on. So we discontinued the service in 2020, and we were looking for other things that we can do, right? So we started screening the market. We've seen like 2020 to 21 a lot of volume from centralized exchanges shifting over to decentralized exchanges, but mainly spot trading like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and so on, right? And then we were looking at the derivative market. And in the derivative market, and this is still the case actually, I would say more than 95% is still on centralized exchanges, right? Only very few people used it on a DEX. And we were questioning why. So we did look around basically in the protocols that were in the market, and we were seeing, okay, there's some things missing, like essential things in order to trade perpetuals, like your limit orders, your stop loss, take profits, conditional orders. And we built all of this completely on chain. And as well, I think that the second thing that was missing is the retail exposure. It's still a very niche product. And we are the first perp DEX that brought up like an affiliate system that is compensating very, very similar to a centralized exchange like Bybit and so on. And that's why we have a lot of backers, a lot of KOLs that are backing the project, that are promoting the project with us. And this is also where we believe we can definitely make a difference in the DeFi space by attracting more retail users on decentralized perpetuals.
So there are as well some other big examples of decentralized exchanges which allow perpetual swaps trading, like Injective Protocol and DYDX. So what are your differences, advantages in comparison to them?
Yeah, like DYDX is definitely a monster, and that's definitely also where we would like to go with our platform. I think the main difference is there's actually quite a lot, because DYDX is not really a DEX, right? The only thing that's decentralized on DYDX is the onboarding mechanism, but all the order execution and so on is done centralized, right? Over centralized order books, right? So in a sense, we are 100% on chain from the onboarding to the trade execution. Means also you have 100% control over your funds. Even if our interface would disappear, you still have access over the smart contract basically to your funds the entire time. And also you, Anna, could just set up your own interface connected to our smart contract. And yeah, that's the cool thing actually about being 100% decentralized. As well, we will go cross-chain very, very soon. So that's, I think, another difference that we're bringing, and as well the marketing strategy that we came up for our platform. And I think on the fee side, this is also important, and on the token side, we build in some deflationary mechanisms in our token, because we use 50% of the trading fees and buy back tokens from the market and burn them. So like this, we thoroughly and always have enough revenue that's coming in for the exchange to is used for burning as well, which is definitely going to have a long-term positive effect on the token. whereas DYDX is just like 100% of the trading fees that come in there, basically, they go to DYDX, right? We use the other parts of the trading fees for insurance pools and for protocol operations. And also the stakers on our platform, we will not use their funds as like part of our insurance pools. In DYDX, that's the case. So yeah, I think this is the main difference, the differences that I have lined up here. And of course, the advantage that DYDX has is as they are using centralized order execution mechanism is lower slippage. And of course, they can accommodate the bigger traders, right? That's something, of course, that's like probably a disadvantage on our platform. But we will build a hybrid platform as well as a version 2. And yeah, then I think we're really competitive on that end.
Yeah, hopefully we will see you thriving. And as well, can you tell how perpetual contracts trading works on your platform from the technical point of view? And maybe you can share some what's the conditions for the traders?
Yeah, basically, you trade on our platform with USDT. So USDT is always the collateral, right? The trading fees are 0.1% for open and 0.1% to close. You can lower these fees as well by staking our token, by generating volume on our exchange, or by joining the platform over referral link. So you can, collect a lot of discounts basically for the trading. And the trading execution on our on-chain DEX is not done basically by order book, but it's done by a dynamic virtual automated market model. It's very similar to the automated market making model that we know from like a PancakeSwap or Uniswap, just that the liquidity is done virtually, right? We don't need the liquidity pools. So every trader on the platform trades against each other. I think that's explained in a simple way. So every trader that trades on the platform has to put on collateral on there, and the virtual automated market making model is using this collateral and adjusting spread and slippage based on how much trading volume traders are on the platform. Yeah, so this is basically how we are ensuring the liquidity. There won't be need market makers, obviously, for this, but we have market makers on our platform, and they will do arbitrage. Arbitrage basically between our perpetual price and the perpetual price, for example, of FTX, right? Just in order to ensure that our perpetual is not deviating too much from the one of centralized exchanges. Should it be the case, we have implemented liquidation barriers in order to prevent flash crashes from happening, because we've seen it on other perpetual protocols. And that's definitely one of the security mechanisms that we have engaged as well inside the protocol. I hope I could give a brief summary of the whole tech.
Mm-hmm. And as well, it's possible to create decentralized hedge funds through the Palmswap protocol. So can you explain how it works, and can you share some use cases?
Yeah, so that is actually a function that won't be available right away from the start. That is probably going to be available next year, like Q1, Q2, depends on how fast we are with the execution on that. It's basically very, very simple, right? It is like a trader that has a great performance. You know that from centralized exchanges and maybe from platforms like eToro and stuff like this. He can set up like his account, and other people can follow him basically on this, right? So like more like a copy trading model in a sense, but fully DeFi. And and the trader can get a performance fee basically. If people are following him and using his trades. And that's basically how we will set the one up. But more information is going to follow once we are going to launch this product.
Yeah, sounds interesting. So now basically we understand how Palmswap works from the technical point of view, and you have as well another big event, the launch of your launchpad. So can you tell more details about this product?
Yeah, so we are performing our token sale from the 20th till the 23rd of September over our own platform. Why did we do so? I mean, we could have just chosen any launchpad, or we could have just make a sales page and sell it over there. We said, look, if we're building a launchpad, it's going to be one further utility for our token in the future, right? Because people have to stake the token to participate in further token sales. And as well, on top of this, we can, of course, preferably launch projects on the launchpad that we can integrate into our ecosystem as well, right? That we can partnership, collaborate with in the future. And this is also enhancing our ecosystem then further down the line. And yeah, shall I talk about how the sale of our token is going to work as well?
Yeah, please tell us how can the participants buy your token and participate in this community fair.
Yeah, so basically you can participate with BNB. All you need is a MetaMask and BNB on that. You just connect to our launchpad and you can deposit BNB there. It's going to be like one big pool, right? And for 3 days, this is open. Everybody can deposit BNB. It doesn't matter whether you deposit on day 1 or day 3, whether you deposit 0.1 BNB or 100 BNB. Everybody is going to receive the same average price, right? So the more BNB are inside the pool, the higher the average price is going to be. And that is what we call fair, right? There's no gas wars, there's no sniper bots or whatever. We're going to list then from this average price with the 2x on the following day after the whole community fair launch has commenced. That's how it works. And why do we choose our own platform? And I think this is also a very important point to elaborate here. We integrated referral links into our token sale. So every participant can invite his friends, his crypto communities that he might have or whatsoever to participate in our token community fair launch and get 3% on top basically from the referral links. This he can get in Palm tokens, and basically like this you can earn additional Palm tokens, right? And this is actually the cool thing, every person that you have invited into our token fair launch is as well going to be counted as a referral on our DEX afterwards. And there you're going to earn, whenever one of the users uses our platform, a share of the trading fees from 20 to 40% basically. You can increase the affiliate commissions on our platform by staking Palm tokens. The more tokens you stake, the higher the commissions are going to be.
Yeah, that's a good way to engage the community. And as well, can you explain in simple terms the new pricing mechanism for newly launched tokens called the community fair?
Yeah, I mean, as I think I just explained it basically. So also for our launchpad later on, other projects can use this launch strategy as well. It's basically we have a fixed amount of tokens that we are going to deposit into liquidity. In our cases, it's going to be 10 million Palm tokens and 500,000 in BNB, right? So basically that sets the minimum listing price to $0.05, right, of the Palm token. And if the funds in the pool increase and increase and increase, then the average price is going to be higher and the listing price is going to be higher from this as well. So that is it basically. So yeah, it's a very simple calculation, right? If we have like we have 100 million tokens that we are selling in our fair launch, if $20 million are deposited into the pool, then the token price, the average price that everybody is going to receive, is 20 cents.
Thanks for this explanation. And can you share with us your views on the prospects of the development of crypto industry in 2023, and what are your plans for the development of Palmswap?
Yeah, I do believe that, especially in our industry, like the industry that we are now in with perps and so on, I believe we will see a lot more platforms coming up. We already see like a couple of platforms and protocols that launched. And I believe that this adoption of this kind of market that we are working in is going to further grow, especially over the next years. I do believe as well that the market is going to go again into an uptrend next year. I mean, we are pretty much bearish throughout the whole year. And that's also why we decided to already get started, because to already start basically building our user base and prepare everything for the upcoming bull run. So yeah, and for next year, what have we planned basically to further enhance the growth of our platform? We are going to have a couple of projects launching on our launchpad. We are going to be cross-chain compatible on a minimum 1, maybe even 2 chains. Next year, we are going to launch the version 2 of our protocol, as I mentioned before, with the hybrid exchange, basically to also facilitate bigger traders on our platform. The decentralized hedge fund model that we want to implement is as well going to be implemented, and I think that's already quite a roadmap to accomplish. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing your views with us, and good luck with your token launch and development of Palmswap exchange.
Thank you very much, Anna.